This guided meditation will help you to learn to simply be and to look within yourself, allowing yourself to switch from the usual mode of doing to a mode of non-doing, of simply being. So settling into a comfortable sitting position, allowing your back to adopt an upright, dignified and comfortable posture. A posture that embodies your intention to be present and awake. And if sitting in a chair, place your feet flat on the floor, with your legs uncrossed, gently choosing to close your eyes. Otherwise, lower your gaze or focus on one thing in the room. And now bringing your awareness to the level of physical sensations by focusing your attention on the sensation of touch and pressure in your body where it makes contact with the floor or whatever you are sitting on. Spend a few moments exploring these sensations. As you allow your body to become still, gently turn your attention towards the breath as it comes into your body and as it leaves your body. Not manipulating the breath in any way or attempting to change it. Simply being aware of it and the feelings associated with the breath. Perhaps awareness of nostrils where the breath enters and leaves the body. Perhaps the back of the throat as you take a breath in and as you take a breath out. And as best you can, follow with your awareness the changing physical sensation in the stomach all the way through as the breath enters your body on the in-breath and all the way out as the breath leaves your body on the out-breath. Perhaps noticing the gentle rising and falling of the stomach with each in-breath and each out-breath. Perhaps noticing the slight pauses between one in-breath and the following out-breath, and between one out-breath and the following in-breath. Gently tuning in to the breath sensations, not attempting to achieve any special state, but simply exploring the sensations and movements of the in-breath and the out-breath. tracking the breath to its full duration. Not attempting to change it or interfere with it in any way, but just simply watching it and tuning into it and exploring whatever is there. You will find from time to time your mind will wander off into other thoughts, fantasies, anticipations of the future or the past, worrying memories. When you notice that your attention is no longer here and no longer with your breathing, and without judging yourself, bring your attention back, not giving yourself a hard time or criticizing yourself for its wanderings, but simply noticing when your mind has wandered and gently bringing it back to the breath. And simply resume your awareness of the changing pattern of physical sensations that come with each breath. No matter how often you notice your mind has wandered, and this will quite likely happen over and over again, as best you can, bring your attention back to the breath. As best you can, bring a quality of kindness to your awareness. Perhaps seeing the repeated wanderings of the mind as opportunities to bring patience, a gentle curiosity to your experience. As you continue with this practice, perhaps reminding yourself from time to time that the intention is to simply be aware of your experience, using the breath as an anchor. Gently reconnect with the here and now each time you notice that your mind has wandered. As best you can, bring in the same kind of awareness of the breath into your everyday experiences.
This is a body scan meditation, an opportunity for you to focus on each region of the body in turn, so finding a place and a time that will be comfortable, so where you will not be interrupted by the busyness of everyday life. Taking this as an opportunity to focus on your own health and well-being. So finding somewhere where you can lie down with your arms by your side and with your feet falling away from one another. Closing your eyes if that feels comfortable for you. It's best if you can stay awake during the body scan. So if necessary, from time to time, perhaps opening your eyes, or perhaps even sitting up to do the body scan. It's not so much your posture that's important as the attitude that you bring to this practice. One of openness and curiosity and kindness towards yourself and your experience moment to moment. You're not trying to achieve any particular state to this practice. You're even not trying to relax. There is nothing to achieve, simply tuning into the body and fine-tuning your awareness of the body, watching the body with curiosity and kindness, accepting what is there as it is, from moment to moment. So letting go as best you can of the tendency we all have with wanting things to be a certain way, to judge ourselves and our experience harshly often, or measuring things against how we want them to be, or how we feel they should be or ought to be. So letting these go as much as we can, even when difficulties arise, such as impatience or boredom, just acknowledging these, each time returning to the body. Also, you may find that your mind may wander, as minds do. It may wander many times, and each time it wanders, just notice the wandering, acknowledge where it has gone, and gently escort your mind and attention back to the body, back to where it is intended to be. So gently tuning into the breath and bringing all of your awareness into the breath and the breath sensations. Allowing yourself to get in touch with the breath, tracking the breath as it flows all the way down from the back of your throat to the stomach, and following each in-breath and each out-breath. And perhaps noticing the rise and the fall of the stomach with each in-breath and with each out-breath. And perhaps noticing the stretching of the stomach as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Or perhaps noticing the breath as it comes into the nostrils and leaves the nostrils. And just tuning into the breathing and just getting in touch with the breath, following each breath in and each breath out. And following the rise and fall of the stomach with each in-breath and with each out-breath. And when you're ready, just gently turning your attention towards the body, allowing your attention to travel all the way down the body, all the way down the left thigh, lower leg, and right down to the toes of the left foot. And simply noting what's there right now. Maybe subtle sensations, perhaps sensations of warmth or tingling. And whatever you find there, just exploring it with curiosity and gentleness. investigating those sensations. And then bringing your attention to the big toe and the little toe and the toes in between. Perhaps becoming aware of the skin that covers the toes and aware of the bones within. Perhaps sensing the space between the toes. Perhaps even sensing the toenails. And holding all of these sensations of the toes of the left foot gently in your awareness. And not changing anything, but just exploring what's there. Allowing whatever is there to be as it is. And then when you're ready, allowing these sensations to fade in your mind's eye as you gently move your attention to the sole of the left foot. Allowing your attention to focus on the sole of the left foot, if it will. Investigating the ball of the foot and the heel and the instep. Perhaps feeling aware of a sense of pressure as the heel of the foot makes contact with the floor or the bed. Or perhaps there are no particular sensations at all. And just registering what is there for you right now. And then when you are ready, moving your attention to your left ankle. And investigating and exploring this region of the body. Holding it gently in awareness as you investigate this area of the body, sensing the skin covering the bones and the joint itself. And once more, letting go in your mind's eye of the ball and sole of the foot, and gently moving your attention to the top of the left foot. Noticing any sensations, tingling or warmth you may be feeling there. And exploring what sensations are here right now. Being curious as to what sensations are here without judging, or perhaps not experiencing any particular sensations at all. And accepting whatever there is, if anything. And now letting go of this part of the body, moving your attention to the lower leg, investigating sensations between the knee bone and the ankle bone, exploring sensations you may be experiencing in the calf, and perhaps the calf muscle at the back. And exploring right into the centre of this region. And now letting go of this part of the body and moving your attention gently to the kneecap and the knee. And simply giving this area time and attention and holding it gently in your awareness. exploring the kneecap and the back of the knee, the joint of the knee, and exploring the sides of the knee. And just allowing your attention to explore this area of the body. And now letting go in your mind's eye of your right knee and moving your attention to your left thigh, the region between the kneecap and the hip joint. Exploring this region, the muscle, the bone, sensing what is here right now, investigating without judgment, and registering sensations in this region of the body. And then, when you're ready, letting go of this region and moving your attention down all the way down the right side and right leg and into the toes of the right foot. Noticing the big toe and the little toe and the toes in between. And now allowing this region fade and moving your attention to the sole of your right foot. Exploring sensations here in the ball of the foot, of the instep, and heel sensations. Perhaps noticing warmth or tingling, or perhaps no sensations at all. Then moving your attention onto the ankle and to the top of the right foot. Exploring these areas and holding these in your awareness. And allowing it to fade in your mind's eye, and slowly bringing your attention gently to the lower leg, the area between your knee and ankle. Exploring the calf muscle, noting any sensations deep inside the calf and shin, and any surface sensations. And giving this particular region time and attention. And then when you're ready, letting go in your mind's eye of this region of the body. Moving your attention to the right knee, the kneecap, the back of the knee, and the sides of the knee. Allowing your attention to rest here, exploring sensations in the right knee. Investigating what is here right now. And then when you're ready, gently letting go of this region of the body. And in your mind's eye, and moving your attention to the right thigh, the area between the knee and the hip. And again, exploring what's on the surface here. And what is on the sides, the back, and what is deep inside. Perhaps noticing maybe warmth, tingling, heaviness, or any other sensations. or perhaps no particular sensations at all. And now letting go of the right thigh and moving to the area of the pelvis. The hips on either side, and exploring this area and perhaps sensing the buttocks and the pressure of the buttocks as they press against the bed or the floor or whatever you are sitting on. And letting this region of the body fade in your mind's eye as you move your attention gently to the lower back, often a region where intense sensations can be experienced. And just giving this region some time and care and attention. Exploring the muscles across the back and sensing the bones in the lower back. And perhaps being aware of any heaviness, tingling, or any other sensations within this region. And now in your mind's eye, just letting this fade and moving the attention upwards to the middle of the back and the upper back. Perhaps sensing the contact between your back and the chair or the bed or whatever you are against. And perhaps sensing the rib cage and the spine, the muscles and the skin around the rib cage and along the spine. And moving your attention all the way up to the upper back and the shoulders, perhaps sensing how the shoulders feel against the surface that is supporting you. And maybe sensing movements of the rib cage and the stomach as the air flows in and out of the body. Perhaps sensing the in-breath and the out-breath. And allowing your awareness to take you into every part of this region. The lower and the upper back, the shoulder blades, the length of the spine, the rib cage. And then when you're ready, once again, letting go of this region of the body. And allowing it to fade in your imagination. And moving your attention to the stomach. And just having awareness of the subtle rising and falling of the stomach with the in-breath and with the out-breath. And just being aware as the breath enters and leaves the body, and the constant cycle of movement and flow. And sensing the stretching of skin on the in-breath, And on the out breath. And then letting go, and when you're ready, in your mind's eye of the stomach, and moving up to the rib cage at the front and the chest area. Sensing the rib cage itself, perhaps sensing the lungs, or maybe sensing the beat of your own heart. And all the while being aware of the rise and fall of the stomach and the rib cage as the breath enters and leaves the body. Being aware of the continual flow of air and exploring this region, the chest and the rib cage at the front, and then allowing the attention to gently move to the shoulders. And being aware of any heaviness in this region. And then taking your attention down both arms. And focusing on both arms together. Allowing the attention to move down, all the way down the length of both arms, all the way down to the hands, and all the way out to the fingertips. And noticing what is here. Noticing sensations that you feel right now. Perhaps tingling, warmth, perhaps a sense of contact with the surface supporting you, or perhaps no particular sensations at all. Whatever it is, exploring it, and just gently holding it in awareness. Then allowing the attention gently to move up to the length of the fingers, the front and back of each finger and thumb, and the sides. Perhaps sensing the spaces between the fingers. And then moving to the palms of the hands and the tops of the hands, exploring the bones and the skin and tendons in this area. And then moving to the wrists and being aware of the wrist, exploring sensations within and sensations on the surface of the wrist. And then, when you're ready, just gently allowing this region to fade in your mind's eye as you move your attention to the forearms and move into the elbows themselves and upper arms. And the shoulder joints, and exploring each and every sensation you find in these regions. And then slowly letting go of this area in your mind's eye and allowing your attention to move to the neck. The front of the neck, the back of the neck, sensing the skin on the surface, perhaps sensing the inside of the neck, and perhaps the air as it flows down the throat. And perhaps of the throat sensations as you swallow. And then moving on up to the face, your jaw, the lips. Perhaps noticing sensations inside the mouth. Noticing the teeth, perhaps sensing the tongue as it rests in the mouth. And once again, sensing the flow of the breath at the back of the throat area. And gently moving attention to the cheeks and to the areas around the cheeks. And just noticing any sensations in this area. And then just bring your awareness to the eyes and the sockets. And just giving this region time and attention. And perhaps moving your attention to the eyeballs, the eyelids, the muscles and the skin around the eyes and eye sockets. And now letting go of this region and moving the attention to the forehead and the eyebrows. Perhaps sensing the space between the brows. Perhaps sensing the forehead again, an area where tension can often be stored. And just being aware of any sensations or heaviness in this region. And then moving your attention to your scalp, to the top of the head. And just noticing what's in this region, perhaps heaviness or tingling or no particular sensations at all. And then just moving your awareness to the back of the head. Perhaps noticing the pressure your head is making against the floor, the mat, or whatever you're leaning on. And sensing the side of the head and the ears. And then moving your attention gently to the nostrils, inside the nostrils and the outside. And once again, perhaps sensing the flow of the air at the tip of the nostrils and within each in-breath and out-breath. And perhaps noticing how cool the air is as it enters the nostrils and how warm it is as it leaves the nostrils. And now bringing your total focus and awareness to the breath. Allowing the breath to wash through the whole of the body. Resting in awareness of the whole body. And just breathing and sensing the whole body resting, complete, resting in silence and stillness, and coming to a sense of oneness and peace. And just continuing to focus on the breath as you breathe in and as you breathe out, and noticing the sensations of the body with the in-breath and the out-breath, and the in-breath and the out-breath. Just noticing the rising and falling of the stomach with the in-breath and the out-breath. And just doing this for a few more moments. And when you're ready, just bringing your awareness back to the room and opening your eyes. Raisin exercise. This exercise demonstrates mindful eating. So first, take a raisin and hold it in the palm of your hand or between your finger and thumb. And focusing on it, imagine that you've never seen a raisin before and you've never held an object like this before in your life. And taking time to really see it, gaze at the raisin with care and full attention. Let your eyes explore every part of it, examining the highlights where the light shines, the darker hollows, the folds and ridges, and any other unique features. And turning the raisin over between your fingers, exploring its texture, maybe with your eyes closed, if that enhances your sense of touch. And then holding the raisin beneath your nose. And with each inhalation, smell the aroma or fragrance that may arise. And noticing as you do this, anything interesting that may happen within your mouth and stomach. And now bringing the raisin to the ear, and perhaps squeezing the raisin or rolling it between the fingers, and noticing any sounds that you may hear whilst doing this. And then bring the raisin up to your lips, noticing how your hand and arm know exactly how and where to position it. And gently place the object in the mouth without chewing, noticing how it gets into the mouth in the first place. And spend a few moments exploring the sensations of having it in your mouth. And when you're ready, prepare to chew the raisin. And noticing how and where it needs to be for chewing. And then very consciously take 1 or 2 bites into it and notice what happens in the aftermath. Experiencing any waves of taste as you continue chewing. And without swallowing yet, notice the bare sensations of taste and texture in the mouth and how these may change over time, moment by moment, as well as any changes to the raisin itself. And when you feel ready to swallow the raisin, See if you can first detect the intention to swallow as it comes up, so that even this is experienced consciously before you actually swallow the raisin. And finally, see if you can feel what's left of the raisin moving down into your stomach, and sense how the body as a whole is feeling after completing this exercise in mindful eating.
The following judgment exercise is designed to help you to release or let go of your judgments and any other obsessive thoughts. The object of this exercise is to watch your judgments arise and then let them go without getting stuck on them. Judgment diffusion also requires the use of your imagination. The object of this exercise is to visualize your judgments as either pictures or words, harmlessly floating away from you without attachment to them or analyzing them. So maybe taking a few moments, choosing the image that works best for you. Perhaps imagine sitting in a field, watching your judgments float away on clouds. Picture yourself beside a stream, watching your judgments float past on leaves. Picture yourself standing in a room with two doors. Then watch your judgments enter through one door and leave through another. Or maybe imagine your judgments are written in the sand and they disappear when the waves come in and out. Whichever way you choose to do this is okay. To begin, find a comfortable place to sit. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor and your hands are placed comfortably in your lap. Just take a few slow, long breaths in and out, and close your eyes. Now, in your imagination, picture yourself in the scenario that you chose in order to watch your judgments come and go. Whether it's by a stream, in a field, in a room, or somewhere else. Do your best to imagine yourself in that scene. After you do, just start to become aware of the judgments you're having. Start to observe the judgments that are coming up. Whatever they are, don't try to stop your thoughts. And do your best not to criticize yourself for any of the judgments. Just watch your judgments arise, and then using whatever technique you have chosen, watch your judgments disappear. Watch the judgment arise in your mind and then let it float away or disappear by whichever means you have chosen. Continue to watch the judgments arise and disappear. You may find your attention wanders. Just simply be aware the mind wandering and gently bring it back to the judgments that you are experiencing. Perhaps you can use pictures to represent your thoughts or words. Whatever works best for you. Do your best to watch the judgments arise and disappear without getting hooked onto them and without criticizing yourself. If more than one judgment comes up at the same time, see them both arise and disappear. If they come very quickly, do your best to watch them all disappear without getting hooked on any of them. Continue to breathe and watch the judgments come and go. Now return your focus back to the breath. Simply allowing the judgments to disappear, however big or small. Take a few long, slow breaths in and out. Don't force the breath or change the breath in any way. Just continue breathing for a few more moments. And when you are ready, slowly open your eyes and return your focus back to this room.
Loving kindness meditation. So finding a comfortable seated position, either in a chair or on the floor. The most important thing is that you find a position in which you feel alert, and the chances of you drifting off to sleep are minimal. For the practice of loving kindness, you can keep your eyes open or closed. The choice is yours, with the understanding that our goal is to remain awake as best we can. And once you find that position, begin by simply taking a breath with awareness. So not trying to change the breath or fix it in some way. Just being fully present with the full duration of the in-breath and the full duration of the out-breath. You may notice it most strongly in the nose and the throat. Some people notice the breath in the chest or the stomach. Wherever the breath is most alive for you, just allow yourself to rest your awareness there. If your mind wanders away from the breath, which it is prone to do, then without judgment, just simply bring yourself back to the next natural inhalation or exhalation. And now, very gently, allow your awareness to move from your breath to your heart center, into that place, right there, in the middle of the chest. Not as much the physical heart, but that place where we tend to feel warm emotions. If you would like to do so, sometimes people find it helpful to gently place their open hand over the location of their physical heart, as this can help facilitate the practice. As best you can, try and find a memory or feeling sense of a time when you experienced a strong sense of loving kindness, either from someone or towards someone. It might have been the first day you met your life partner, the day a child or grandchild was born. It might even have been a particular afternoon with your favourite pet, or a time when you felt warm appreciation after helping or being helped by someone. The idea is not to find the perfect experience or image, nor should you be concerned if you find yourself thinking of many different events or experiences. The idea is, as best you can, to recreate the warm, tender or positive feelings associated with prior experiences of loving kindness, and to allow these feelings to grow in your heart centre. For just a moment, allow these feelings to grow. And now, in your mind's eye, gently bring into focus an image of someone you care about. A person you already have existing warm feelings for, may feel love towards, or may feel a sense of positive connection with. It doesn't have to be a perfect relationship or one without conflict. The idea is to find an image or feeling sense of someone you know whom you already have warm feelings for. As best you can, hold this image or a feeling sense of this person in your heart centre. And now, from the feelings of loving kindness in the centre of your chest, extend warm wishes to this person you care about. Using these phrases, Silently repeat to yourself, may this person be at ease. May they be content with their life. May they be joyful. May they feel safe and secure. Again, extending warm wishes of loving kindness to this person you care about. May they be at ease. May they be content with their life. May they be joyful. May they feel safe and secure. And again, from the source of loving kindness in your own heart, extending well wishes to this person you already care for. May this person be at ease. May they be content with their life. May they experience joy. And may they feel safe and secure. And now, gradually allow the image or feeling sense of this person you care for to gently dissolve from your mind's eye. Resting your attention back in your heart centre, back into those feelings of warm, loving kindness as best you can. And now, bring to mind an image of someone who you don't really know, who you've at least seen once, but don't feel any connection with one way or another. It could be your postman, or a supermarket clerk you've seen, or someone else of that sort. And again, as best you can, from your own heart centre, extending warm wishes of loving kindness towards this person you hardly know about, saying silently, may this person be at ease, may they be content with their life, may they be joyful, may they feel safe and secure. Again, extending warm wishes of loving kindness to this person you hardly know at all. May they be at ease, may they be content with their life, may they be joyful, may they feel safe and secure. And again, from the source of loving kindness in your own heart, extending well wishes to this person you barely know. May this person be at ease, that they be content with their life, that they be joyful, that they feel safe and secure. And now, with warm loving care, gently turn your attention back to the sensations of your breath and your heart centre. Allowing the image of feeling sense of this person you hardly know to be released. Allowing yourself to rest here, in this moment, with your feelings of warmth and kindness. Remembering that you can carry with you throughout your day these warm feelings of love and kindness that you were able to generate. Knowing that you can always find your heart centre when needed, and making a kind-hearted commitment to integrate this practice of loving kindness into your life as best you can. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes and bring your attention back into the room. This is a mindful walking practice. So firstly, finding a place where you can walk up and down without feeling concerned about whether people can see you. It can be inside or outside. And finding a place where you can walk for perhaps 12 to 14 steps before you have to turn. First, notice your body as you stand in stillness. Feel the connection of the body to the ground or on the floor. Becoming aware of your surroundings, taking in any sights, smells, tastes, sounds, or other sensations. And noticing your arms by your sides, or if you prefer, hold your hands loosely together in front of your body or behind your body. Noticing the breath moving in and out of your body. No need to force or change it in any way. Just let it be as it is. And now, bring the focus of your awareness to the bottom of your feet. Getting a direct sense of the physical sensations of the contact of your feet with the ground and the weight of your body transmitted through your legs and feet to the ground. And when you're ready, shift your weight to the left leg and begin to lift your right foot up, gently until only your toes are in contact with the floor. Moving the right leg forward and transfer the weight of your body into the right foot as you place your heel on the ground. And noticing the changing pattern of physical sensations in your body. Perhaps noticing sensations in your legs and calves and feet as you do this. And then mindfully shift the weight onto the right leg and begin to lift the left foot up, moving it forward and place it back down on the ground, and continue walking mindfully, walking slowly, paying attention to the sensations on the soles of your feet as each part of the sole from heel to toe makes contact with the ground. Lifting, moving and placing your legs and feet in turn with awareness, one step at a time, and continuing in this way. Slowly move from one end of your walk to the other. And being aware particularly of the sensation in the bottoms of your feet and heels as they make contact with the floor, and of the sensation in the muscles of your legs as they swing forward. And at the end of your walk, stop for a few moments, then slowly turn around, being aware and appreciating the complex pattern of movements through which the body changes direction, and continue walking. And when you notice that your mind has wandered away from the awareness of the sensations of walking, gently escort the focus of attention back to the sensations in your feet and legs. And using the sensation as your feet contact the floor as an anchor to reconnect with the present moment. And if your mind has wandered, you might find it helpful to stand still for a few moments. And as best you can, gathering the focus of attention before resuming your walking. And walk at a pace that is slower than usual to give yourself a better chance to be fully aware of the sensation of walking. And once you feel comfortable walking slowly with awareness, you can experiment as well with walking at faster speeds, up to and beyond normal walking speed. And if you're feeling particularly agitated, it may be helpful to begin walking fast with awareness and to slow down naturally as you settle. And as often as you can, bring the same kind awareness that you cultivate in walking meditation to your normal, everyday experiences of walking. This is a mini meditation called the 3-minute breathing space. The first thing we do with this practice, because it's brief and we want to come into the moment quickly, is to take a very definite posture, relaxed and upright, dignified, ensuring that the back is upright, letting our bodies express a sense of being awake and alert and present as possible in each moment. Now, choosing to close your eyes if that feels comfortable for you. Otherwise, focus on one thing in the room. The first step is being aware, really aware of what is going on with you right now. Becoming aware of what's going through your mind, what thoughts are around. Here again, as best you can, just noting the thoughts as mental events. And then we note the feelings that are around at this moment. Turning toward any sense of discomfort or unpleasant feelings. So rather than try to push them away or shut them out, just simply acknowledge them. And perhaps saying, "Oh, here you are," or saying, "That's how it is right now." And the same with sensations in the body. Are these sensations of tension or holding or whatever? And again, awareness of these, simply noting them. So we've got a sense of what's going on right now. We've stepped out of automatic pilot. The second step is to collect our awareness by focusing on the movement of the breath. And spending a minute or so to focus on the movement of the stomach. Moment by moment, breath by breath, as best you can, so that you know when the breath is moving in and you know when the breath is moving out. And just bringing your awareness to the pattern of movement down there. Perhaps noticing the rising and falling of the stomach with the in-breath and the out-breath, and gathering yourself as best you can, using the breath to anchor yourself in the present. And if your mind wanders away at any time, gently escort it back to the breath, time and time again. And now, as a third step, having gathered ourselves to some extent, we allow our awareness to expand. As well as being aware of the breath, we also include a sense of the body as a whole, so that we get this more spacious awareness, a sense of the body as a whole, feeling the body breathing, including any tightness or sensations related to holding in the shoulders, the neck, back, or face. Following the breath as if your whole body is breathing. Holding it in this slightly softer, more spacious awareness. And then, when you're ready, just allowing your eyes to open, and as best you can, bringing this expanded awareness to the next moments of your day.
Find yourself a quiet place to relax. This is your time, a time for complete and utter relaxation. For this relaxation, you can either sit or lie down. Just make sure that you are warm enough and that you are comfortable. Let your hands rest loosely on your lap or by your side. And if you wish, gently close your eyes. Become aware of your breathing and notice how your abdomen rises and falls with each breath. Now take a long, slow, deep breath in through your nose, all the way down to your stomach. Hold that breath for just a moment, and then exhale through your mouth. Allow your breath to carry away all the stress and tension as it leaves your lungs. Take another slow breath in through your nose. Fill your lungs completely. Hold it for a moment and release the breath through your mouth. Empty your lungs completely with your out-breath. Take a third deep breath in. Hold it for a moment and then let it go. Feel that your body has already undergone a change. The tension in your body has begun to loosen and subside. Now let your breathing rhythm return to normal. Do not force the breath in any way. During this relaxation, I will ask you to tense various muscles throughout your body. Just contract each muscle group firmly but gently. If you feel uncomfortable at any time, you can simply relax and breathe normally. Bring your awareness to your feet and toes. Breathe in deeply through your nose, and as you do, gradually pull your toes towards you and tense the muscles in the soles of your feet. Hold your breath for just a few seconds and then release the muscles in your feet as you breathe out. Feel the tension in your feet wash away as you exhale. Notice how different your feet feel when tensed and when they are relaxed. Take another deep breath in again. Tense the muscles in the soles of your feet. Hold this position for a few seconds and let the tension go. Feel yourself relaxing more and more deeply with each breath. Your whole body is becoming heavier, softer, more relaxed as each moment passes. Now bring your awareness to your lower legs, to your calf muscles. As you draw in a nice deep breath, point your toes up towards your knees and tighten these muscles. Hold for just a moment and let these muscles go limp as you exhale. Once again, draw in a deep breath, tighten your calf muscles, hold for a few seconds, and then let it go. Feel your muscles relax and feel the tension washing away with your out breath. In a moment, you will tense the muscles in the front of your thighs. If you are lying down, you can do this by trying to straighten your legs. You'll feel the muscles pulling your kneecap upwards. If you are seated, you can tense these muscles by pushing your heels down onto the floor. Take a deep breath in and tense the muscles in your thighs. Hold for just one moment and then release everything. As you do this, the blood flow to your muscles increases, and you may notice a warm tingling sensation. Enjoy this feeling of soothing relaxation in your thighs. Again, breathe in deeply and tighten your thigh muscles. Hold for a moment. And now release. Focus on letting your muscles go limp and loose. Draw in a nice deep breath and gradually tighten the muscles in your buttocks. Hold this contraction for a few seconds. And then release your breath. Feel the tension leaving your muscles. Feel them relaxing completely. Once more, breathe in deeply and tighten the muscles in your buttocks. Hold for a moment and now release them. You are becoming more and more deeply relaxed. Take another breath, and this time gradually tighten all the muscles in your legs, from your feet to your buttocks. Do this in whatever way feels natural and comfortable for you. Hold it, and now release all these large, strong muscles. Enjoy the sensation of release as you become even more deeply relaxed. Now bring your awareness to your stomach. Draw in a nice deep breath and then tighten these muscles. Imagine that you are trying to touch your belly button into your spine. And now release. Let your muscles relax. Notice a sensation of relief that comes from letting go. Once again, draw in a deep breath and tighten your stomach muscles. Hold for a few seconds and let them relax as you exhale and release all tension. bring your awareness to the muscles in your back. As you slowly breathe in, arch your back slightly and tighten these muscles. Now release your breath and let your muscles relax. Again, draw in a deep breath and then tighten your back muscles. Hold for a few seconds and let them relax and release. Now give your attention to your shoulder muscles and the muscles in your neck. As you slowly draw in a nice deep breath, pull your shoulders up towards your ears and squeeze these muscles firmly. And now breathe out completely and allow your contracted muscles to go loose and limp. Again, pull your shoulders up towards your ears and squeeze these muscles firmly. And now feel the tension subside as you relax and breathe out. Feel the heaviness in your body now. Enjoy the feeling. Feel yourself becoming heavier and heavier. Feel yourself becoming more and more deeply relaxed. You are calm, secure, at peace. Now it's time to let go of all the tension in your arms and hands. Let's start with your upper arms. As you breathe in, raise your wrists towards your shoulders and tighten the muscles in your upper arms. Hold that breath and the contraction for just a moment, and then gently lower your arms and breathe all the way out. You may feel a warm, burning sensation in your muscles when you tighten them. Feel how relaxing it is to release that tightness and to breathe away all tension. As you curl your upper arms again, tighten the muscles as you breathe in. Breathe in deeply. Now relax your arms and breathe out. Now as you bring your awareness to your forearms, as you breathe in, curl your hands inwards as though you are trying to touch the insides of your elbows with your fingertips. Feel the tension and relax and breathe out. Feel the tension subside. Again, take a deep breath in and tighten the muscles in your forearms. Hold for a moment and then release them. Feel the tension washing away. Now take another breath in and tightly clench your fists. When you have finished breathing in, hold it just for a few seconds and then release. Notice any sensations as you release this tension. Your hands are becoming very soft and relaxed. Take another deep breath in and clench your fists again. Hold them for a few seconds and then release. Let your fingers go limp. Your arms and hands are feeling very heavy and relaxed. Take a couple of nice, long, slow breaths now and just relax. Feel yourself slipping even deeper into a state of complete rest. Now tighten the muscles in your face by squeezing your eyes shut and clenching your lips together. As you do, breathe in fully. Hold it. Now breathe out and relax all your facial muscles. Feel your face softening. Once more, breathe in deeply while you scrunch the muscles in your eyes and lips. And release. Now bring your awareness to the muscles in your jaw. Take a deep breath in and then open your mouth as wide as you can. Feel your jaw muscles stretching and tightening. And now exhale and allow your mouth to gently close. Again, fill your lungs with air and then open your mouth wide Now let your mouth relax and let your breath flood all the way out. You are now completely relaxed from the tips of your toes to the top of your head. Please take a few more minutes to rest. Listen to the sound of your breathing and enjoy the lovely warm sensation of physical relaxation. If you have the time, feel free to fall asleep. You will wake feeling completely rejuvenated and relaxed. This is a safe place visualisation exercise. So to begin with, ensure that you are in a comfortable position and in a quiet place where you will not be disturbed. Ensure that your feet are flat on the floor and your hands are resting comfortably, either on your arms of your chair or resting in your lap. Or you can choose to lie down, either on the floor or on a bed. And now taking a few moments to focus on your breathing. Gently close your eyes. Become aware of any tension in your body. And let the tension go with each out breath. And now, as best you can, imagine a place where you can feel calm, peaceful, and safe. It may be a place indoors or outdoors, or somewhere that you have been to before. It may be somewhere you've dreamed about going to, somewhere you've seen in a picture, or just a peaceful place you can create in your mind's eye. And now bringing your awareness back to the breath, focusing on the breath. Take a long, slow breath in through your nose. Feel your stomach expand like a balloon as you breathe in. Hold this for 5 seconds. And release it slowly through your mouth. Feel your stomach collapse like a balloon, losing its air. Again, take a slow, long breath in through your nose and feel your stomach expand. And hold this for 5 seconds. Then exhale slowly through your mouth. One more time, take a slow, long, deep breath in through your nose and feel your stomach expand. Hold it for 5 seconds. and then exhale slowly through your mouth. Now begin to take slow, long breaths without holding them. And continue to breathe smoothly for the rest of this exercise. Don't try and force the breath or change it in any way. Now, with your eyes closed, imagine that you enter your safe place, using all of your senses to ground yourself in the scene. First, look around, using your imaginary sense of sight. Notice the colours and the shapes. What does this place look like? Is it daytime or nighttime? Is it sunny or is it cloudy? Notice all the details that you can see. Are you alone, or are there other people, or perhaps animals? Use your imaginary sense of sight to see what they are doing. If you are outdoors, look up and notice the sky. Look out at the horizon. Perhaps notice the colour of the sky. If you are indoors, notice the walls and the furniture. What do they look like? Is the room light or dark? Choose something soothing to look at and continue looking at it for a few seconds, using your imaginary sense of sight. Next, use your imaginary sense of hearing. Notice the sounds that are around you, or perhaps the silence. Perhaps notice sounds that are far away and those nearer to you. Sounds that are more noticeable and those that are more subtle. What do you hear? Do you hear other people? or animals in your safe place? Do you hear music? Or do you hear the wind or the ocean? Can you notice the gaps or the silences between the sound? Just try and notice the different sounds that you can hear, and simply listen for a few seconds, using your imaginary sense of hearing. And now moving your awareness to your imaginary sense of smell. If you're inside, what does it smell like? Does it smell fresh? Do you have a fire burning that you can smell? Or if you're outside, can you smell the air, the grass, flowers, or the ocean? Just choose to smell something soothing in your scene, taking a few seconds to use your imaginary sense of smell. Next, bringing your awareness to the sense of touch. Just noticing if you can feel anything with your imaginary sense of touch. Is it smooth or rough? Is it heavy or light? What are you sitting or standing on in your scene? Can you feel the wind? Can you feel the earth beneath you, or whatever is supporting you in that place? Notice the temperature and any movement of air. Can you feel something you're touching in the scene? And using your sense of touch, try and choose something soothing in your scene. And just take a few seconds to use your imaginary sense of touch. Lastly, use your imaginary sense of taste. Bringing all of your awareness to your sense of taste in your safe place. Are you eating or drinking anything in this scene? What does it taste like? Is it sweet or sour? hot or cold. Notice how it feels as you eat or drink in your safe place. And whilst you are in this peaceful, safe place, notice the pleasant and physical sensations in your body, enjoying the peacefulness and serenity. Recognize how safe and relaxed you feel here. And remember that you can come back to this place in your imagination whenever you need to feel safe and relaxed. You can also come back whenever you are feeling sad, angry, restless, or in pain. Looking around one last time, try and remember what it looks like and what you could hear and perhaps what you could taste in this safe place. Now keep your eyes closed and return your focus to your breathing. Again, take some slow, long breaths in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And when you feel ready, open your eyes and return your focus to the room.
This is a sensory awareness exercise where I will be asking a series of questions about your body sensations. Focusing your mind on your body can bring you back into the present. So first, find a comfortable position and listen to each question that I ask. Perhaps notice what occurs before I ask the next question. There are no right or wrong responses, just notice your reaction to each question. Can you feel your hair touching your head? Can you feel your stomach rising and falling as you breathe? Can you feel the space between your ears? Can you feel the distance between your eyes? Can you feel your breath touching the back of your eyes while you inhale? Can you picture something far away? Can you notice your arms touching your body? Can you feel the bottoms of your feet? Can you imagine a beautiful day at the beach? Can you notice the space within your mouth? Can you notice the position of your tongue in your mouth? Can you feel a breeze against your cheek? Can you feel how one arm is heavier than the other? Can you feel a tingling or numbness in one hand? Can you feel how one arm is more relaxed than the other? Can you feel how your left arm is warmer than the right? Can you imagine how it would feel to be a rag doll? Can you notice any tightness in your left forearm? Can you imagine something very pleasant? Can you imagine what it would feel like to float on a cloud? Can you picture something far away? Can you feel a heaviness in your legs? Can you imagine floating in warm water? Can you allow yourself to drift lazily? Can you feel your face getting soft? Can you imagine a beautiful flower? Can you feel how one arm and leg are heavier than the other? And now just bring your awareness back into the room, and this is the end of this sensory awareness exercise. This is a stretch and breathe meditation. This exercise involves a series of gentle standing stretches, remembering to take good care of your body whilst participating, and being aware of the limitations of movements. So firstly, stand in your bare feet or socks, with feet about a hip's width apart, with the knees unlocked so that the legs can bend slightly and with the feet parallel. Next, remind yourself of the intention of this practice, to become aware, as best you can, of physical sensations and feelings throughout the body as you engage in a series of gentle stretches. Honouring and investigating the limitations of your body in every moment. And as best you can, letting go of any tendency to push beyond your limits or to compete with either yourself or others. And now, on an in-breath, slowly and mindfully raise your arms out to the sides, raising them slowly and mindfully until your hands are above your head. All the way, perhaps feeling the tension in the muscles as they work to lift the arms and then maintain them in the stretch. Then letting your breath move in and out freely at its own pace. Continue to stretch upward, the fingertips gently pushing toward the sky. The feet firmly grounded on the floor. As you feel the stretch in the muscles and joints of the body, all the way from the feet and legs up through the back, shoulders, into the arms, hands and fingers. Maintain that stretch for a time, breathing freely in and out. Noticing any changes in the sensation and feelings in the body with the breath, and as you continue to hold the stretch. Of course, this might include a sense of increasing tension or discomfort, and if so, see if it's possible to open up to that as well. Then when you're ready, slowly, very slowly, on an out breath, allow the arms to come back down. Lower them slowly with the wrists bent so that the fingers point upward and the palms are pushing outward until the arms come back to rest along the sides, hanging from the shoulders. And now, allowing the eyes to close gently and focus attention on the movements of the breath and the sensations and feelings throughout the body as you stand here. Perhaps noticing the contrast in the physical sense of release associated with returning to a neutral stance. Continue now by mindfully stretching each arm and hand up in turn, as if picking from a tree that's just out of reach, with full awareness of the sensations throughout the body and of the breath. And see what happens to the extension of the hand and to the breath if you lift the opposite heel off the floor while stretching up. And after this sequence, slowly and mindfully raise both arms up high, keeping them parallel to each other. Then allow the body to bend over as a whole to the left, forming a big curve that extends sideways from the feet right through the torso, the arms, and the hands and fingers. Then come back to standing on an in-breath. And then on an out-breath, slowly bend over, forming a curve in the opposite direction. Once you have returned to standing in a neutral position with the arms alongside the body, you can play with rolling the shoulders while letting the arms dangle passively. First raising the shoulders upward towards the ears as far as they will go, then backward as if attempting to draw the shoulder blades together. Then let them drop back down again, And then squeeze the shoulders in front of the body as far as they will go, as if trying to touch them together with the arms passive and dangling. And continue rolling through these various positions as smoothly and mindfully as you can, with the arms dangling all the while, first in one direction, then the opposite direction in a forward and backward rowing motion. Then once you have rested in a neutral standing posture again, play with slowly and mindfully rolling the head around in a semicircle. First of all, moving the chin down towards the chest, letting it hang here, but not forcing it at all. And then moving the head over to the left-hand side so the left ear comes down toward the left shoulder. Then slowly moving the head over to the other side so the right ear comes towards the right shoulder. And then moving the head down towards the chest again. And then when you're ready, reversing the direction of the movement. And finally, at the end of this sequence of movements, remain still for a while in a standing posture and tune into the sensations from the body, from head to toe, before moving to a sitting meditation.